I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple voiceover video and how to add automatic text captions on your video using the Instagram app. Of course, you can share your video to Instagram or Facebook, and you can also download that video file with your voiceover and automated captions to your phone. So you can share it to any social channel you like, LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. So what media or what video should you use for your voiceover video? That's the good news. You can use pretty much anything you like. I have a lot of nature footage in my personal library. I love to go out on nature walks and shoot video, so I have lots of that kind of material to work with. So you can take short videos of anything around you. You can also include yourself in the videos if you like. This is what folks will call B-roll video, where they're just taking short videos of them going on a walk or sitting on their couch reading a book, or them working on their computer, or you drinking a cup of tea, or you making a coffee in your kitchen. So the footage can be pretty much anything you like. And for the purpose of this video, I will ask you to have one short video clip that's at least 30 seconds long. And you will also need to have a free Instagram account and have the app installed on your phone. Voiceover videos are so useful because they really take the pressure off. If you're someone that's not ready to do a speaking to the camera video yet, or if you just are not camera ready that day but you want to create content, it's a great way for you to just use your spoken word to have the audience still feel connected to you, have that know, like, and trust. Whether you want to share an inspiring message or share your ideas or tell a story, for example, they still feel like they're connecting with you even though your face is not on camera. Adding the automatic text captions on your video is very useful to help engage your audience so they can read along with you as they watch your video. So here we are on the Home tab on Instagram. You can see the house icon in the bottom left-hand corner. And along the navigation in the middle here, we're going to click on the plus sign to create a post. Adding a quick note to let you know when Instagram switches over to the new layout, you'll find that plus sign in the top left-hand corner to create a new post. So notice mine has opened up to the reel function, but you can see post and story along the bottom. So if it opens up to post or story, be sure to click on reel in the bottom to get to the reel editing function. So you can see some media from my photo roll here. We're going to scroll down and we are going to use a short clip of the beach. So we're going to tap on this 35-second video clip, then we're going to click next in the bottom right corner. Now you can see this is the full preview. I'm going to tap my finger on the screen to pause the video. So you can tap on the screen to pause, tap on the screen to play. So one more tap plays the video, and tap to pause. This is the full preview area, and we want to go into our edit video function to see our editing timeline. So let's tap on edit video in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see we've got just the one video, one piece of media on our timeline so far. And I do want to tap on that piece of media to select it or highlight it yellow. And I'm going to tap on the volume function in the bottom left. And I'm just going to slide the volume all the way down on this beach clip for the moment and then click done so that I can prepare to record my voiceover here. So in order to get in and out of that full preview function, so if I want to say go look at that full preview video again, I can tap my finger on the top, it'll show the full preview, or I can click edit video in the bottom left and it will take me back into that editing timeline function. If you do want to learn about how to stitch more than one piece of media together, photos or videos, and learn how to create a video in Instagram Reels, I do have a full step-by-step tutorial video that I will link to in the caption or description of this video. For this case, we're just going to use this one simple video clip for this voiceover video project. As you're in the editing timeline here, you can preview by tapping on the play button in the middle left, or tapping on the pause button again to pause the project. Anytime you want to edit something on the timeline, you do have to select it by tapping your finger to highlight it yellow, or you can tap your finger on the black area just below to deselect it. And notice that the functions along the bottom are going to change depending on what you have selected. You can also zoom in and out of your timeline by gently placing two fingers on the screen. You can slide your fingers together to see more of a bird's eye view or the full timeline, or if you want to make edits, you can use those two fingers, place them on the screen and slide them apart from one another to zoom in more closely to see your project, okay? The other thing you can do is take one finger and slide back and forth on your timeline so that you can see what you're looking at. Notice where the white line is placed is what you see up in the preview at the top. So let's slide that white line all the way to the beginning of the video because I'm ready to record my voiceover. So be sure you do not have your clip selected, and you will notice if you slide along the bottom, you'll see the voiceover function or the little microphone icon. So let's tap on voiceover and voila, you have your voice record function ready to go. So that's the white button in the very bottom. So let's tap the white button and we're going to go ahead and record our voiceover. Hello, I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training, and this is a demo video to show you how to use the voiceover function that's built right into the Instagram Reels editor. You can use your voice to share your ideas, tell your stories, share your messages with your audience, but it's a little less pressure than having to be on camera. So they still feel like they can get to know, like, and trust you, but you don't have to be camera ready. And I'm going to stop by tapping that white button one more time to stop the recording. So I could have just continued speaking and let it run out, but also I just wanted to stop it. So notice in the end I kept speaking a little bit before I stopped it. So I may want to like clip off that last little piece of me speaking because that was not part of the voiceover. So anytime you want to edit the voiceover as well, so I'll scooch in a little bit here. So notice there's a new element on your editing timeline now that's called voiceover 1. And of course, if you record more than one voiceover, it would be voiceover 2, etc. So you can record more than one voiceover. You can also play back your voiceover. So if I slide the white line back to the beginning and I hit play, the play button, for example, play. Hello, I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing, and pause so you can listen to your voiceover, see if you like it. If you don't like it, again, you could tap it yellow to select it and slide over to the right. Notice there's a little garbage can icon or delete, so you could delete it and record it again if you like. But in this case, I'm going to leave it, and that last little bit, if I zoom in with my fingers here, I can see where I stopped talking was right about there. You can see kind of the sound waves going. So I'm going to you could either, it's selected already because it's highlighted yellow, so I could tap on the very edge and drag to the end, okay, to get rid of that little bit, or I'm going to click the undo function in the middle right, oops, and slide back over and slide in. So there's that little bit that I didn't want at the very end there, okay, or I could select it and I could click split, and then I can even listen to it before I delete it to make sure I'm deleting the correct piece. So I'm going to hit play and I'm going to stop. There we go, pause. That was the piece that I didn't want to have as part of it. So now that it's highlighted yellow, I can slide over to the right and I can click delete, and now I have deleted that piece of the voiceover. The other thing I might want to do in this case is just make my video clip a little bit shorter so that it matches the length of my voiceover. So again, to edit anything on the timeline, be sure to tap it with your finger. It's going to highlight it yellow. In this case, I'm going to gently tap my finger on the far right hand side, and I'm going to slide this clip, make it a little bit shorter. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to tap on the black area below and deselect. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is use the caption sticker to automatically transcribe my spoken word. So there's two places that you can access this. I'm going to show you. Be sure again that you don't have anything selected yellow, and we're going to tap on the sticker function in the bottom left. You can see there is a caption sticker there. I'm going to slide down because I want to show you one other spot. I'm going to click done here where you can see the caption function. You can see it's in the middle of the bottom of the screen here now, but it says captions or CC. So I'm going to tap this, and I kind of like this because it gives me the option to generate the captions from the video or the voiceover. So if you were choosing to do a spoken word video, if you're going to be speaking to the camera and you want to do captions that way, you can, or in this case, I'm just using the voiceover. So let's tap voiceover. And it's going to take a minute to generate the captions here automatically. And voila, like that, it has generated the captions. So you can see as you scroll through, it's automatically. Now I'm going to take two fingers and I want to zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to, now I It's already highlighted, but I'm going to tap on the black area here. So if it wasn't already highlighted, you can see there's a new layer on your timeline now. It's the text blocks that the automatic transcription caption button has added. So we're going to first of all tap on one of the text blocks here, highlight it yellow, and notice there's a little edit pencil function. So if you want to leave it as is, you can, but I do want to show you how to edit the words in the automatic captions in case you want to. So I'm going to click edit, and I've got a funny spelling of my first name and my business name. So I'm going to tap my finger here. I'm going to backspace, backspace. My name is courtesy of my hippie mother and her numerology phase. And I've got a unique spelling for my business name as well. So I'm going to do a backspace here, H-I. And once you have made any corrections that you want to the text, be sure to click done in the top right hand corner. Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training. I'm going to hit pause on the video here. Now, you do have to, if you do want to make these edits, you do have to kind of go through, and any edits you make, you do have to tap on the individual clips. Notice it's a little bit tricky to read my caption on the video. Now the other thing that I could do when it's selected like this is that I can move it. Actually, I'll go into the full preview here. I can tap on the text block and I can move it up. So notice the guardrails here. You don't want to go up any higher than that line. So that would be a really good spot for my text overlay here, or my captions, because it's light text on a darker background, so you'll be able to read it, but there are some more options for your text. So I'm going to go back into the edit function here. I'm going to tap on a clip, any clip, or text clip, or text overlay. I'm going to tap on the edit function, and I want you to notice there's some more features within here. So in the middle on the right, you can see we've got the justification, left, right, center. We can we can change the font. So notice the big A, little a in sort of in the middle of the screen, just to the left of the color wheel. Let's tap on that. You can see there's some more options in here for fonts. Okay, so you can kind of scroll through, not too many options, but some more options in here. So I'm going to go back to the classic. The other thing that's really useful is, see the little A just to the right of the color wheel that has the square around it? That allows you to add an outline to your text, or the reverse, or sometimes some of the fonts have a background. So notice there's a light background, or you can, so I'm just tapping with my finger to get these options. I'm just tapping again on that A. So we've got no background. Actually, that was an outline with the reverse colors, dark background, light background, okay? Or I think there we go. There should be one with, there we go, with no outline at all. So you can tap on the one you prefer, so that to help make the text stand out a little bit more, to help people more easily read your text. So the different fonts have different options as well. So if you don't like the options it's giving you, you can also change fonts, and then you can hit the A with the square around it to look at what options it gives you. The other cool thing you can do is change the color. So let's tap on that color wheel in between those two functions I just showed you, and you can choose a different color. So say I want to go with a blue color, maybe I want to try and get toward the blue that's closer to my brand color. You can use these little slidey bars to adjust your color. Let's see if I can kind of eyeball a better version of my color there. There we go. And in this case, what if I want to tap the A with the square again and make the, there we go. Now I can use my blue-ish brand color. My blue-green brand color is the background with white as the font. So you can play with the colors. The other neat thing you can do is use the color dropper toward the middle left here. And you can wiggle your mouse around. You could pull a color from the sky. You could grab the color from the trees, or color from the ocean, or even the sand. Maybe let's grab a color from the ocean here. And then I'm just holding my finger on the screen as I gently slide around. So once you found a color you like, just lift your finger off the screen, and it has now pulled that color in from your media. So whenever you're done playing around here, you can click done. Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing. Pause on my video. So notice that it has changed all of the different text blocks, okay? So you don't have to do that individually. Whatever font you choose, whatever color you choose, it's gonna just change all of the text blocks in your project to match, which is really cool. Now there's another fun thing you can do is there's some more animations built in there. So once you have one of your text blocks selected, you can click edit again to get back into that edit function. I want to point out just to the left of the big A, little a, there's some more options in here. There's some animation options. So you can tap on any of these animations. You can see it is changing the font, but it's giving you some more choices for style. So if you click on any of these, it will show you what your animation will look like. Let's pick this style and let's tap on the color wheel and let's change it. Let's change the color in there. I can change it to my bluish color and done. With Sandy Social Marketing Training. Hello, I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training. So I can also take two fingers on the screen and I can slide the fingers together. Hello, I'm Julie Selby. Use one finger to move the block around. Be with Sandy Social Marketing Training. You can get an idea of what your animation's going to look like. Hello, I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training. If you don't want to have the animation, you can tap on the text again. I'm going to tap on that plus sign just to the left and I'm going to scroll back up to the top and click on none. Okay, so if you don't want an animation, you don't have to use one. You can just scroll back up to the top, click none, and click on done in the top. Hello, I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing. Tap my finger on the screen to pause. So as you saw here, I can use two fingers to zoom in, one finger to reposition. Notice there's a little center line as well as I'm kind of sliding around. Shows the guardrail. See on the left-hand side, right-hand side, it's showing yellow. On the left-hand side, it's showing yellow. So basically saying, don't put any text there. You don't want to make it hard to read. Also notice as I slide toward the bottom, it's showing me where my profile picture and my username, and it says the word caption, where your caption will be, and then the sharing functions in the heart, you know, the like, comment, share in the bottom right there. So be sure you put your text kind of somewhere in this window where people are going to be able to see it. This is called the safe zone right here, okay? So you can use that blue line as well as kind of your middle line. If you're doing more than one text block, you can use that middle line to center your text. So now I'm going to click done in the bottom. And if I want to preview my video, I can slide the white line all the way to the beginning and I can click play if I want to just watch my video and listen. With Sandy Social Marketing Training. And this is a demo video to show. I'm going to hit pause again here. So I'm going to go back now to my ocean clip. I'm going to tap on that. I'm going to go back to volume. I'm going to adjust my volume so I put just a little bit. So for example, if it was a nice gentle ocean wave, then I might want to have some sound. Or if it was a really, really windy day and it doesn't sound good, of course you could just mute the video. But I think it was a gentle day, so I'm going to click done here. I'm going to tap the black area below to deselect. I'm going to slide back and let's have a listen real quick. Hello, I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training. And this is a demo. I'm going to click pause here. So now, once you've listened to your video all the way through, I'm just sliding my fingers together on the screen here so I can see the full project. Once you have done your voiceover, once you've added your caption sticker, once you have edited any words in your captions that might, be wrong or have any spelling errors, if you wish, then you are going to want to download a copy of your video to your phone so that you have a nice clean copy. So for this, you are going to need to tap on that media on the top to go back to that full preview area. You will slide your finger along the bottom, and in the very bottom right-hand corner, you'll see the download function. So go ahead and tap that download function, and that will, voila, saved. That has now downloaded your video to your phone so that you have a nice clean copy of that to do whatever you want with. If you want to put it on YouTube, if you want to put it on LinkedIn, etc. The other point I want to note here is notice I did not yet add music to this project. Here's the music button right here. I'm not going to go into showing you how to add the music to this project because, as I mentioned, I do have a full tutorial video on how to create Instagram Reels that goes into that will show you how to do that. But the reason I don't recommend adding music before you download a nice clean copy of your voiceover video is due to the commercial music rights issues. So if you add commercial music, sometimes it strips out all your sound, like any sound you had in your video, like my ocean waves, or even your own voiceover that you just recorded. It will potentially strip out your sound if you add a commercial song. So what I would suggest is you download that copy of your video, and then now once you have that copy of your video on your phone, now you can add music, and then you can use that to share your project to your Instagram or to your Facebook from here potentially. So if I wanted to share this to Instagram, I would click next in the bottom right. You can do all the usual next steps, edit your cover of the video. You can add your caption, add location, etc., and decide where you want to share this to. So if you've got your Facebook account connected with your Instagram, you would be able to potentially share this to both your Instagram and your Facebook account. And of course, when you're ready, you can click the blue share button, or you can save it as a draft, or of course you can also go under more options here, and if you have a business account, you can schedule this reel to be shared in the future. I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training. Thanks for watching this tutorial on how to create your own simple voiceover video and how to add automatic text captions using the Instagram app. If you found this video helpful, I love to hear your feedback, so please feel free to comment below or ask any questions. And remember, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel so you'll see more of my content.